Miami Hurricanes stun Ohio State in biggest upset in college football playoff history. College football witnessed a seismic shock on Wednesday night as the Miami Hurricanes delivered one of the most stunning results the sport has ever seen, defeating the defending national champion Ohio State Buckeyes 24-14 in the college football playoff quarterfinals. Playing with poise, confidence, and relentless defensive intensity, Miami overturned massive odds to eliminate one of the sport's true heavyweights and announce itself as a legitimate national title contender. Few outside the Miami locker room gave the Hurricanes a real chance entering the matchup. Ohio State arrived with championship pedigree, elite talent across the roster, and expectations of a deep playoff run. Instead, it was Miami that controlled the tempo, dictated the physicality, and walked off the field with a historic victory that will be remembered for decades. Early control sets the tone. From the opening kickoff, Miami looked nothing like an underdog. The Hurricanes established their defensive presence immediately, pressuring Ohio State's quarterback and forcing hurried throws that disrupted the Buckeyes' offensive rhythm. Miami's secondary played aggressively, challenging receivers at the line of scrimmage and closing passing lanes with confidence. Offensively, Miami took advantage of early opportunities, mixing a balanced attack with efficient quarterback play and decisive running. The Hurricanes capitalized on a short field to open the scoring, then struck again before halftime to take a commanding 14-0 lead into the break. The defining moment of the first half came when Miami defensive back Keontae Scott jumped a pass and returned it 72 yards for a touchdown, igniting the Hurricanes' sideline and stunning the overwhelmingly pro-Ohio State crowd. The pick six was not only a momentum swing but a symbol of Miami's fearlessness on the game's biggest stage. Ohio State struggles to respond. Ohio State entered halftime facing an unfamiliar problem, chasing a game against an opponent refusing to blink. The Buckeyes adjusted in the second half, leaning more heavily on their skill players and pushing the ball downfield with urgency. A sustained third-quarter drive finally resulted in points, trimming Miami's lead and briefly suggesting a comeback was underway. Ohio State's offense showed flashes of its usual explosiveness, and the deficit shrank to just 3 points, shifting the pressure squarely onto Miami. Yet every time Ohio State appeared ready to seize control, Miami responded with composure. Whether it was a critical third-down stop, a timely run that drained the clock, or a precise pass into tight coverage, the Hurricanes consistently delivered when it mattered most. Miami's composure under pressure. Miami quarterback Carson Beck played a measured, mistake-free game, prioritizing ball security and situational awareness over flashy statistics. His ability to manage the game and avoid costly errors proved crucial, particularly as Ohio State's defense began taking greater risks late in the contest. The Hurricanes' ground game also played a pivotal role. Running backs consistently churned out tough yards, keeping the Buckeyes honest and preventing them from fully committing to aggressive pass rushes. The physicality of Miami's offensive line wore down Ohio State's front seven as the game progressed. Late in the fourth quarter, with Ohio State desperately seeking a defensive stop, Miami delivered the final blow. A methodical drive consumed valuable clock before culminating in a short touchdown run by CharMar Brown, extending the Hurricanes' lead to 24-14 and effectively sealing the upset. Defensive masterclass. While Miami's offense did enough to win, it was the defense that authored this historic result. The Hurricanes held Ohio State well below its season scoring average, limited explosive plays, and forced key turnovers at critical moments. Miami's pass rush consistently collapsed the pocket, while linebackers closed quickly on short routes and screen passes. The Buckeyes struggled to find sustained rhythm, often facing long third-down situations that played directly into Miami's aggressive defensive schemes. As the final seconds ticked away, Ohio State's last-ditch efforts fell incomplete, sending Miami's sideline into celebration and leaving the Buckeyes stunned in disbelief. A defining moment for the program. The victory represents a monumental milestone for Miami football. Not only does it mark the program's first college football playoff semifinal appearance, but it also reinforces the Hurricanes' return to national relevance after years of rebuilding and near misses. In the era of the expanded playoff format, Miami's win stands as the clearest example, yet that reputation and seeding alone do not determine postseason success. Preparation, belief, and execution can overturn even the most daunting odds. For Ohio State, the loss brings an abrupt end to its title defense and raises difficult questions about missed opportunities and execution under pressure. Despite a roster loaded with elite talent, the Buckeyes were unable to overcome Miami's discipline and resolve when it mattered most. What comes next? Miami now advances to the college football playoff semifinals, just one win away from a chance to compete for a national championship. The Hurricanes will face another elite opponent, but after toppling the defending champions, their confidence will be sky high. This game will be remembered not only for the final score, but for the message it sent across college football. No giant is untouchable, and no stage is too big for a team willing to play without fear. Miami didn't just win a football game, it rewrote playoff history.
Season 5-0, ranked as high as number 2, then lost 2 of 3, but riding a 5-game win streak, entering tonight. And the reigning champs ready to take the field for the first time in the college football playoff. Ohio State, the 2 seed. Miami, the 10 seed. We have an SEC crew today officiating this game between the Buckeyes.
All right, guys, congratulations. Thank you. Today's coin has the logo of both teams on it. I'll flip it, and whatever logo lands face up will win the toss. Ohio State, you have won the toss, and you would like to defer. Which way would you like to kick? All right, turn your backs that way. Turn your backs this way. Ohio State has won the toss and elected to...
You haven't done since 2023. How will you get into a rhythm early?
We've been working hard the last couple weeks, and I feel like we got a pretty good script early in this half. So the first thing we want to do is win the first drive, win the first quarter, win the first half, go into halftime, figure out what we got. But it's been a while since we played a game, so we got to win this first drive right here and get a fast start.
Yeah, thank you, Coach. As he mentioned, Ohio State.
Here we go. So Miami's starting this thing on offense. Coach, I turn to you. What is most important?
I think they've got to get Carson Beck going. He's going to have to play well. They can't just run the ball against a defense as good as Ohio State.
Yeah, Coach, look, I'm right there with you. Carson Beck does have to play well. His play.
All right, first play of the game here. Incomplete pass. What'd you see there to get things rolling?
Well, the one thing they did there is it looked like right away Ohio State played man coverage, that Caleb Downs becomes the extra linebacker. And that's a hard defense to run the ball against.
Coach, you say it's a hard defense to run the ball against. How patient does that...
Starts from center field, and he's unblockable.
And that'll be a 3-and-out for Miami.
Yeah, and look, hey, first and second down, they're bringing kids down in a box. So it's the fix.
He's got to bail his quarterback out there. I think that was a catchable ball. It would have been a hard one, but it was catchable.
For sure.
Excellent punt coverage.
And it's that hidden yardage, right? Special teams could be the difference in a game like this of this magnitude.
Smith, he might be the first pick in the draft overall. So watching these two play action fake, they're going to try to take shots at these guys deep down the field.
So right away, Ohio State starts out with that they missed on. So now this is what Miami wants. They want to get third down. They're now right on the right guard who struggled against Indiana. They do that right away. Very interesting.
Surprising or interesting?
Interesting that, oh my goodness. Great job.
Let's go.
There you go. We talked about that pregame. 3 and 4 getting to the quarterback.
There's no question about it. Sabola really struggled against Indiana, and they got Messidor lined up against him the very first time.
Three and out for Ohio State, so we're going to reset.
They bail him out.
Maybe a guy like Malachi Toney right there could be that dude.
So that's what they did to run the ball against Texas A&M. And now Miami's playing with a little bit of tempo.
Gained 4 yards on that run.
That's a good football play, right?
Yes.
They bailed out there on a too high look. The check down is a good play. Just keep the chains moving.
First down of the game, courtesy of
In the pass game. Watch Caleb Downs come right into the box, and they're playing him like a linebacker.
Caleb Downs, number 2 for Ohio State.
And so a lot of times, what Ohio State plays is what we call a bear defense. They cover the center and both guards. And usually when they do that, they play it with...
Make some throws early, see if you can do that all game long.
Almost tipped into
We got to get out of the check down. Let's throw the ball. This little dink and dump stuff, this offensive line's blocking very well. Let's get it out because now it's 3rd and 8 instead of 3rd and 4, instead of 3rd and 5. It's not. We got to push the ball down.
Ohio State is in their nickel defense. They've got 2 high safeties, 4-man rush. Oh, big play.
There you go.
Big play.
C.J. Daniels Jr., the veteran wide receiver who has been such a security blanket to the tent right now. We'll keep an eye on that.
Malachi Toney lined up as Wildcat. Just getting him a touch, Eddie. Let's just get him going in the offense.
You got to get your playmakers involved early. If you have to hand it to them, that's what you do. See these.
That's a good play.
That's a great.
That's a good play. Now they got to play with tempo.
Right.
Don't let Ohio State sub.
Exactly.
Don't see Carson Beck run often.
Yeah, no, they didn't play with tempo. Now they're thinking 2 down.
Hey, and a fullback. How about that?
Yeah.
This is setting the
It's
tone.
old school.
This is your kind of package, Emac, huh?
Absolutely. It's close.
And now they're going to go for it.
He looks short. Yeah, he's definitely short.
Oh, they
screaming
turned
balls
it
out.
over.
No.
That
Out on their opening drive, courtesy of a Ruben Bain, Akeem Messidor sack on 3rd down.
Now, that's part of their script. The 3 receivers. That's the first time they've done that on
Ryan Day is calling plays for the first time since 2023.
Oh, what a great play.
That coach, that is
Ruben
special.
Bain.
Listen, when you have a defensive end that can do that can literally be outside, keep
your leverage.
and now you're behind the sticks. Now we can bring pressure.
And they jump into 2 tight ends. This is what I expected Ohio State to do. Line up in 2 tight ends and run the ball in the perimeter.
I don't see any laundry on the field.
Flag.
Coach, that's an interesting play call right there, throwing a little fade.
What's interesting?
I know you trust your guy, but throwing that up on 3rd and 4.
Don't concede short throws.
just ended in a fumble.
They did. They just didn't capitalize. At the very least, they got to flip the field. Their defense is playing really well. Oh, nice play by Carson.
Man, what a great job by Carson. They brought corner cat. Mark Fletcher saw it. Really good job. And if it's not there, go.
Ohio State kind of plays soft here. And if I'm Miami, with the look they're getting, just run the ball and move the...
Shoestring almost
close.
Broke that one.
That's how it started against Texas A&M, those little runs. You just got...
So this is now they stem to that bear look. That they have 5 guys on the line of scrimmage.
3 safeties behind it, too.
Yeah, and now they're playing it with a too-high look.
Can I just tell y'all something? When you have a running like Mark Fletcher,
it doesn't matter.
He's 6'2", 230 pounds, and sometimes a fumble can wake you up.
There we go. Get Tony involved. No!
Ball's on the ground again, but he did recover it. Look, Miami came into this game with only 2 fumbles on the year.
Now you're not calling that first rule. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Hey, repeat. Can you hear it?
Best defensive player in the country, many would say.
That guy is so good. It's unbelievable.
Again,
Fletcher maybe need an ice bath at halftime.
Well, there they use Malachi Tony a little bit as a decoy. In most way the defense is playing. The way their defense is playing, I would not give Ohio State a short field.
Great play.
Again, C.J. Daniels Jr.
C.J. Daniels, this is why they brought him in from LSU. Okay, but...
Is that a term of endearment?
No, not today.
When you call someone fat on a football field. Hold on to that football.
Coach, I like how they're getting... Listen, you are not allowing them to be who they want to be. Be in that bear front. Be big and nasty. Let's see how good you are side to side. And guess what, Eddie?
Go for it on 4th down.
We got Coach Brent Key over here, not mic'd up yet. We're working on it, but he's saying throw the ball. Throw the ball.
Yeah. Make a play. It's good closing, Speedy. Pick up the first down. Yes, sir. Move the 6. And listen, that's a confidence throw, too, for Carson Beck.
And he's getting the ball out quickly and on time. That's how he gets comfortable. And
so here again they go with the bear front. 5 linemen up on the ball. And they've got 1 high safety.
Big old hole up the middle.
Yep. And that, you play that defense so that can't happen.
And so what Coach Key was just sign languaging to me is they...
In tight sets. And now this is, there's gap schemes.
Great run.
Hey, that's the speed back, Eddie.
That's Gerard Pringle, Jr.
Freshman.
We did not see a ton of him against Texas A&M, and I was wondering if they would work him in today.
They're in 2 tight ends. They are taking a hard hat approach right now.
Stretch zone, great play. Get to the outside, let the cutbacks happen. And when they do those bunch sets that Coach Key brought up in pregame,
and they are trying to bully a Big Ten football team.
Oh, Eddie.
Like it.
Come on, Eddie.
Just a little change up, keeping them honest. Coming up with another 3rd down. This is a crucial down, a crucial play for Miami. This is a back-breaking play. Establish your dominance right here. Get it to your big back.
So now they're going with extra O-linemen now. They've got 6 O-linemen. Oh! Touchdown!
I'll just tell y'all something. That was one of the greatest play calls I've seen in this playoff so far. They showed that heavy front.
Time on that drive, just over 8 minutes eaten up. They ran for 61 yards to this point in the game, so they've established a little bit of a ground game, and there you see Mark Fletcher Jr. catching it out of the backfield. Oh! It's good.